Hey y'all, welcome to Survival on the Skinney with Steve and Kenny. That's me. Alright, what I'm going to go over today is the collection of Creek Stewart's whiskey knives. Okay? Everything from the camp knife, the Rambler, the chopper, the Corbett, the Rook, the 646 axe, and the Hustler. So, alright, this is Creek's camp knife. This has become my favorite little camp knife, period. I have this on my side. Even on day hikes, I carry this. And the reason being is that the weight of this thing is only 6 ounces. And with a Voyager Sheath, which this is the Voyager Sheath, still total weight is only 10 ounces. So it's a lightweight, great little camp knife, great little carry knife. All of these are oak, whiskey barrel, oak wood handles, all 7 of them, and they're all the carbon steel. This has a 3/16 spine, okay? And what you get in the box, this is the box, it's a wooden box, and you will get the knife with a Kydex sheath wrapped in a lot of paracord. Snaps in nice, no wobble, no rattle, Kydex sheath, and a leather sheath as well, with the paracord wrap so you can actually tie it up and use it as a belt carry, any kind of carry you want. The toggle there is the oak wood toggle as well to keep the knife safe. However, when it's in the sheath, I mean it's in the sheath, so there's no worries there. The length of the blade is 8.5 inches. Overall length is 8.5 inches. And your cutting edge is 4 1/4. So 4 1/4 inches from the hill to the tip. Also, it's got a little cutout right there, this little divot for a ferro rod. So this is what you get: some band-aids, cleaning brush, and a bead. NIBW, which means not if but when. And if you wear ranger beads like I do, great little ranger bead right there. So just to give you a little closer view of the knife, this has a nice finger guard right here. Hope you can see that, a really nice finger guard. Fits good, feels good, easy to handle, lightweight, don't even know what's on your side. Excellent little camp knife right here. Next up is the Rambler. The Rambler is a Bowie fighting style knife, okay? Kind of cross between the two. It's got the up point here where it's raised. You've got a raised point with a wide swell right there, so you can still get in and do some fine work to it. This knife comes with the Kydex sheath, again, wrapped up, and a leather sheath wrapped up in paracord. Now these leather sheaths are still stapled. However, the sheaths have been dipped and treated with Obanov, so you're good to go there. Comes with band-aids, a cleaning brush, and this one comes with a ceramic sharpening stone. Now the Rambler overall is 11 inches from tip to butt, and the weight in ounces is 9.5 ounces is the weight. So it's got a little bit of weight to it, not bad. With the sheath, with the Kydex sheath, it's 13.5 ounces. So, but anyway, so this is the Rambler with some small swells in the handle. Okay, just so you can get a little better look at this. Like I say, this is a very fun, very easy to handle. The swells on it make it really, really safe and fun to use. Okay, you've used it on saplings. There hasn't been much of anything that I've put to the test that this knife has not performed exceptionally well. Next up is his chopper. Now, this chopper, if you see how it's straight and the handle falls off, that helps position and keeps it in the correct position for just doing a bunch of chopping work, okay? Cutting down some saplings, doing some heavy batoning. Again, this is 3/16 steel with a high carbon. You have a blade length of 7.5 inches. 7.5 inches from tip to heel. A cutout for a ferro rod right there. The overall is 13 and just shy of a half. We'll call it 13 3/8, but right at 13 and a half is the total length, the overall length. This is a really, really fun chopping knife. It's not extremely heavy, but there's a lot of work in it. With this mid Skinney grind, it's pretty much a hollow Skinney grind. It's a great knife. What you get is you get the knife, you get a Kydex sheath wrapped in paracord. So again, you can wear it on your belt, you can attach it to your pack, whatever you want to do. Kydex fits very well. It's tight, there's no wiggle. Also a leather sheath that is still stapled and wrapped in paracord as well. The Voyager Sheath, which is here, is a dangler sheath. Now this is the Voyager, sold separate, comes with a fire steel, treated in Obenos, and it rides great. I have wore it several times. It rides out of the way and it rides comfortably. Again, treated leather sheath that is stitched and riveted. Speaking of rivets, all these rivets are aluminum rivets that are hand forged and hand pressed in. All these knives are hand forged in Kentucky. So you're not only buying US made, you're supporting a blacksmith in Kentucky. So the total weight, oh yeah, and it comes with band-aids, a cleaning brush, and another bead, not if but when, bead. So your total weight, 14 ounces, a 14-ounce chopper. All right, just want to give you a better look, a little closer look of it. This thing is a lot of fun. There's a lot of use in it. Works very nice, very light for a big knife, so you would expect a chopping knife to be extremely heavy. This one is not, it's light. But to counter the chopping ability, because it's light and has that hollow grind with that really sharp edge on it, it is actually less work than those heavier knives, those heavy choppers. Okay, so you're giving up some carry weight, but you're gaining so much more. All right, next up is his Corbett. Now the Corbett is a very fun knife as well. I know I keep saying that, but I'm really liking these knives. The Corbett is, again, a 3/16 steel carbon, but it's got the kukri design, okay, which means there's a whole lot of cut in this blade. It's a larger knife, but it doesn't feel like it's a larger knife. It actually works and feels comfortable. It feels like just a regular camp knife, really. I'll give you some specs real quick. The overall length is 12.25 inches, and the weight of just the knife is 12 ounces. So not real heavy, but heavy enough to know that you've got a knife in your hand. What you get in the box is you get a Kydex sheath, a leather sheath, a cleaning brush, another bead, and some band-aids. All this, and the knife is in one of his bags. This is the Voyager Sheath. Now, these are optional sheaths, but this is the Voyager Sheath. The Voyager Sheath comes with a fire steel, a ferro rod here, and this is designed as a cross draw sheath, which means that you wear it on this side. I'm right-handed, so I wear it on my left side, so that it is a cross draw. Okay. I found that at first it was uncomfortable. It's kind of funny to get used to, but after I got to using it, I really liked it because it's just cross draw. It's ready to go. I'm not bending back. I'm not reaching back. I'm just reaching across right here. So this is the Voyager Sheath. Again, it's a cross draw sheath. Very cool. Just give you another look of it. With this kukri style and this kukri design, a lot of cut in it. This, as well as the others, have the notch right here for a ferro rod. So you're scraping a ferro rod right here. Aluminum rivets. Feels good, feels comfortable, feels like you got a lot of control. It's just the right size. Next up is the Rook. Now the Rook is exact same design and style as the Corbett. However, it's a smaller knife. Okay, so it's a smaller blade. It is only 11¼ inches instead of the Corbett, which was 12 and whatever it was, a little over 12. And the weight of this one is 10½ ounces. So a couple ounces lighter. It is a smaller knife. However, it's the same kukri style. You've got the same cut or notch for your ferro rod, so you can scrape a ferro right there, a sharp 90°. All the benefits of a kukri, but the weight of a camp knife. In the box is a Kydex sheath, paracord again, a leather sheath with paracord, some band-aids, cleaning brush, and this is a ceramic rod. So this one comes with a ceramic sharpening rod. But very cool, like I say, best of both worlds. Lightweight, light as a camp knife with a kukri design. Just give you a little better look at this little guy. Again, camp knife weight with a kukri design. Same as the Corbett, just a little smaller. Next up is Creek's 646 axe. The name 646 or 646 is his old troop number, and when he was in the Scouts. He was saying this reminds him of when he was in the Scouts, of having a Scout hatchet, and it did me. As soon as I took it out of the pack, I was like, man, I'd have loved to have had this when I was in the Scouts. 3/16, so same steel, the high carbon, same steel. However, this little hatchet, it only weighs 13.7 ounces. So it's lightweight, got a whole lot of ton of uses to it, from the ferro rod to some hammering. But whenever you're out and if you're chopping, you're delimbing and working on a sapling, I'd give anything to use one of these and save my knife from having to use my knife or the edge of my knife. Let's see, the overall length is about 10 and right at 10¼ inches. And it comes with Kydex sheath, the leather sheath, a ceramic rod for sharpening, a cleaning brush, some band-aids in the bag, and in the wooden box. Now if you notice, a lot of this stuff is signed by Stewart. When you're placing your order, you order on creekstewart.com. Place your order, and in the comment box you can request him to sign the sheath or sign the box or sign whatever you want signed. Make your request. He's got a lot of cool stuff. But I wanted you to see, but this is his 646 axe. Just give you a better look of this 646 axe. A lot of fun. Light, easy to carry, balanced well. So put it in the Kydex and lash it to your pack. You'll forget it's there. You're only giving up 1 can of beans to tote this little axe along with you. You can't beat that. Last but definitely not least is called his Hustler. Now this is a very odd looking design knife. You know, it comes from, designs like this come from someone that's actually been in the woods, has actually walked the walk. This is designed to process game, okay? The three edges, your edged here, and edged here, all from skinning, from chopping, prying, okay? Getting into the rib cage, getting into the back straps. This edge, great for getting up on it right here. Now don't go too far up, this is edged. But going right here and going right down that back strap, you can feel the ribs bouncing off this edge right here. Anyhow, the reason for this tail right here, if you've ever been out and you're skinning an animal or field dressing, not skinning, but if you're field dressing an animal, there's always been a problem with where do you put your knife to keep it clean. I don't want to be field dressing and end up running leaves and dirt and grit and everything else up into the carcass. So that's what this is for. This is designed so you can stop it in the ground and then it'll stay safe or keep the blade out of the dirt. Okay, so that's the whole reason for this right here. Put it in the ground, keeps it standing upright, keeps the blade out of the dirt, out of the ground, and then you can grab right back to it and go right back to work. Great design. It's called the Hustler. Kind of a funny look, kind of a funny design. However, it's a design that is very well thought out and works wonderfully well. It's got a notch here for a ferro, so you can use this on a ferro rod as well without having to use the edge. Now, the weight of this is 14.8. So it's right at 15 ounces is the weight. The overall length is 14.25 inch. So 1 foot, 2.25 inches. What you get is you get the knife, you get a Kydex sheath, a leather sheath, another bead, not if but when bead, some band-aids, a cleaning brush, and you can order what's called the Voyager Sheath. Now the Voyager Sheath fits very nicely. It is made to literally go inside your pack, your hunting pack, camp pack, whatever. But this Voyager Sheath has a Kentucky whetstone. So it's got an Arkansas whetstone. These are all made in Kentucky. I apologize. That's an Arkansas whetstone. Made in Kentucky. The knives are made in Kentucky. I'm getting all tongue twisted here. So anyhow, to just give you a little better look at this Hustler. Again, it's three-sided, so you've got 3 blades in one, and then the stop to stick it in the ground so you don't get your blades all messy and dirty when you're trying to field dress that animal. So there you have it, y'all. 7 knives, all of which are Creek Stewart's whiskey knife collection, all of which are high carbon steel, the oak whiskey barrel handle with aluminum rivets. To maintenance and care of these is mineral oil. Just, hey, mineral oil is food safe, and the reason I recommend mineral oil, it is food safe for one. If I'm taking this knife, Thanksgiving was just the other day, and I actually used one of my Creek knives to carve the turkey. If I'm taking care of my blades in gun oil, I don't really like the taste of gun oil, so I use mineral oil. It will protect the handles, it'll protect the blade from rust, nothing wrong with it. So anyway, appreciate y'all watching. Thanks for tuning in. Please feel free, comment below. All right, questions, whatever, remarks. Creek Stewart, www.creekstewart.com is where you can purchase any of these whiskey knives. Anyway, thanks for watching. All right, have a great day.